hands, money. We hope we them Terrence man stands. We got no talking unless you holding man. We hope. Show me that man hands. We hope. Can I see that flow? Show me what that man hands do. Ladies, you can have that man hands too. Can I see that flow? That Terrence man debut. Hands up. We hope. We hope. Can I see that flow? Show me what that man hands do. Ladies, you can have that man hands too. Can I see that flow? That Terrence man debut. Hands up. We hope. We hope. Can I see that flow? Show me what that man hands do. Ladies, you can have that man hands too. Can I see that flow? That Terrence man debut. Hands up. We hope. We hope. Can I see that flow?
All right, what's up, everybody? We're back. The afternoon marketplace is popping. It's hot as hell in New York right now. So it's good to be inside. It's good to be inside. Wish even more. I could go for even more air conditioning, I would say. And after fresh off Vegas, where it was 105 every day, I think I'm going to take Vegas 105 over New York 90, I think is what I would say. That's what I would say. All right, let's see who's here. Jeb up in the house. Ryan B. Inside Man. Mihal, Klopshot, Lloyd. Caleb's here. Nerdy Birdie up in here. Jamesy, Stachunk, Jordan. A Deep Threat finally made it home. Who else we got up in here? Daniel from the Vegas airport. Oh, Bandy. We got a Bandy sighting over here. Collins BK up in here. Guys, Jago, Brian Foster, CKM, Borland. Everybody's here. We're doing it. We're doing it, Justin. Hey, you're going to notice there's some fun little avatars, badges, all the stuff, right? There's all that stuff in there. If you want to join the VIP, you do that. Do that right now. Dude, Bandy's ready to roll over here. Bandy's ready. I see Randa run up in here. Jimmy, Peacock, Neil Diamond Hands, R.A. Superstar. What's up, everybody? It's good to be back. It's good to be doing an afternoon show. I'm excited. Normally, this is so. Here, I'll break some news. Recently, we haven't been doing Thursday shows. But because my shoulder is that effed up, Thursday afternoon shows are back on. We're back on Thursdays. So get excited. Hey, listen, I'm getting a lot of loves. Is it the polos? I put a polo on. Everybody lost their damn mind. Is that what happened over here? Is that what happened? Rolling in my bowl and RJ Hampton Dappa Dollars. Adam Stubbs, I see you up in here too. Dude, it's been crazy, huh? No sun in Vegas. I know. I do feel like I'm looking a little pale right now, huh? Especially with how tan I was earlier. Yeah. The Dapper Dollars is a real thing, huh? If you were in Vegas, I imagine you made a couple $100 off of these moments at least, right? I got to think that's what happened. I'm still holding on to quite a few of them, assuming we're going to get a challenge soon. And I wonder what that's going to look like, right? So far we have the RJ, day 1, Killian Hayes. Day 2, RJ Hampton. Day 3, our man Bull. And we know we got a challenge a challenge coming and a quest coming. Very intrigued to see how that's going to be rolled out. I'm excited to flip some more things for some more dollars. I was having a nice little conversation with Jeb today, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that money. Because, like, do we, as we referenced the First Mint's most recent podcast with Veerman, which was excellent, talking about strategy with some Series 2 and collector score moving forward. And do you just stack up on those $4 and $5 superstars, or do you just go buy something you're really excited about? That's how we play the game. Inside Man says $350 into 2K in 72 hours. How'd you spend $350? You get 2 accounts, Inside Man? What's going on over there? Huh? That max you spent $150, right? 3 moments. What else you getting? What else you getting, Inside Man? How inside are you? Huh? No, I'm just kidding. Nothing but love. So Chunks says you buy spacesuits because we're going to the goddamn moon. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. D Rose says, paid for my trip, still have about 5 left. Incredible stuff, right? I talked about this a little bit last night, but if we've learned one thing this year, right, is like after something drops, if your plan is to flip for profit, you flip it immediately. And that is what we did with our RJ Hamptons, where I want to fact check this so I don't speak out of turn here, but let me go over to my notifications. I'm not sharing screen. I don't want you seeing all the business that's happening in here. Cost of tickets. Oh, I got you. 55 each day and 55 for the moments plus my Uber. I got you. We love it. Yeah, there's a doggo sighting. You see, he's about to pass out, I'm sure, because I'm talking, and that's usually what happens. All right, I'm looking back at the RJs here. Ready? Here we go. First RJ. We sold one for 100, one for 95, another one for 95, one for 119, and one for 125. Your boy, we raked. That's what we did. We sat up there and raked. So again, we said this before. We haven't found out if we're right about this yet, because we're still so early in what this fandom moment's going to look like. But I mean, Ted Bandy cameo is very funny. That's very funny. We still don't know what it's going to look like a few weeks from now after we see a challenge or whatever. But if you're going to be flipping, you got to do it early. And we said this before Summer League. I just don't see, outside of the very first one, the Killian Hayes, which I think is pretty exciting, or somehow getting lucky where a second-year player turns into an absolute superstar. I don't think they're going to be worth like super amount of money. Like I don't see that happening. So like I said, I'm going to be flipping them. Don't buy them. Don't buy them from me anyways. Hey, Kelsey, yeah, but those go to her. We get separate accounts, baby. Those go to her. I actually think she's only flipped like one of each and has kept the rest so far. So she doesn't listen. Daniel Rosen says, selling moments at the Thomas Mack while watching Summer League is a different kind of high. Man, the summer, I like book it now. I want to do this every single year. That was so fun. It lived up to all of the expectations I had built in the last few years, because it's been something I've wanted to do for a very long time. And man, that was cool. Yeah, we can talk about Summer League some more too. If you have questions about how things went down, like Jago said, were there booth sales after the game where you already knew what the moment from the game was? No, so they didn't announce the moment until the following day, right? So you could only get the moments up until they closed. So I think they were open from basically noon to 8, maybe, whenever the last games ended. So you were buying those 10 moments blind. You had no idea who it was going to be. You knew what game it was coming from, and because of that, you could narrow down to what players were eligible, because they had to have had a moment on the site already, and it couldn't be a rookie. Well, that's the same thing, but you get it. So like no second-year player that didn't have a moment was like Romeo Langford wasn't getting a moment. So we could, like, for that first game where we knew it was Pistons and Thunder, we kind of knew it was going to be either Killian Hayes, Sadiq Bey, Theo Maledon. I mean, that pretty much narrowed it down, right? Because Beef Stew was sitting out. So yeah, so you kind of knew you knew it was going to be from a game, and you could narrow it down to like 3 to 5 guys. But yeah, also Samosa, right up in here. Thank you for joining, Samosa. Thank you. Neil says, I'm excited to see if they're peaking now or if they peak more when Quest Challenge is announced. Yeah, I'm with you. Neil. I would imagine we see a little bit more of a spike. It depends, though. I think one of the things that we kind of lucked out with, if you were someone that got these moments, is I think we all pretty much assumed Cole Anthony was going to be that first moment. And Cole Anthony played like garbage. He was so bad in that game. Honestly, I was a little unnerved how poorly he looked. Even though he snuck his way into that RJ Hampton moment, he was very bad. But the good news about that is that he might become one of the challenge rewards or quest rewards if he can manage to have a good game. And if that happens, I feel like that's pretty exciting, because he's a player that people are excited about versus some of the other guys that are still available. So we might have lucked out in that. I could see it peaking a little bit. I could see it. Also, guys, we're getting more members up in here. Bobby, gorgeous. Bobby, thanks for joining. Hey, and if you're joining right now, the cool thing is you're going to be added to our VIP section in our Discord, the VIPJ Washington, if you will. And we're going to be doing giveaways in there once a month. We'll be doing a lot of fun stuff in there. So it's going to be cool. Rodney says, can collectors send you a moment now that could be given away today? Oh yes, we can do that. We're not going to do it on this stream though. But if you do have a moment that you would be like giving away, every Wednesday night we do our giveaways, right? On Wednesday night, but also on Fridays, we're doing Fresh Take Fridays, which is tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern, where we're going to have members from the community come on and do a fresh take. You can fire those into the Discord. And then we're also going to do some trivia at the end. And if you have something you'd like to give away to be one of those prizes, would absolutely love that. Borland says, what would you have changed about the sales process? Lower the limit per person? You know what, Aaron? I'm probably the wrong person to ask about this because I directly benefited from having 10 moments. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was cool that you could buy 10. I think when they were $5, that was neat. I think, though, moving forward, if this ends up being a thing that's in every stadium, You know, maybe it's 3, maybe max 3, maybe it's max 1. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell what, because yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a great question, Aaron. It's a great question. I know right off the bat, I think, yeah, if you're doing this in every stadium, maybe you don't need to do it. Maybe you don't need to max it out like that at 10. Maybe it's 3 or something. But selfishly, 10 was perfect. 10 was perfect in this situation. Also, we the people up in here. We the people. What's up? We all know to sell early high, but who are these people buying early high? Here's something. Here's something, Brevy. Bruv, first ever fandom tier moment. I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I forgot to check if I could tell my story. If I could tell my fandom story. I don't think I can do it yet. Maybe I'll try to get confirmation for Friday. But it's a fun little tidbit, if you will, about that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's the first ever fandom tier. I like that it was Killian Hayes, because I do think Killian Hayes is actually one of those guys that could pop. He didn't play it all last year, so I like that it was Killian Hayes. I don't know why you're spending $100 on it. That's what I would say. I mean, 60. I thought they were going to fall between 40 and 60, maybe a little less than that. So right where it's at right now feels like the upper end of fair, but yeah. Line could be slow because new people didn't know what to do. That's true. That's true. Look at you. Did you end up getting one, We the People? How many of you all lined up for the DK Tom Brady? I did. I lined up every single time. I think I'm going to line up again tomorrow. And I'm telling you right now, I'm flipping the shit out of them. That's the plan. That is the plan, to absolutely flip that. What else we got? What else we got in the chat? Who chooses shirts over common packs? This is what I'll tell you. I tell you what's the chunks that I did it for content. For content, I did take a t-shirt over a pack. So judge me if you will. Hold on. I got to fix my headphones because they're wrapped around this mic in a way that's driving me bonkers. But listen, you know what? I actually don't even need the headphones. I don't even need the headphones because I'm not talking to anybody right now. So we're going to keep them off until we play some videos. But yeah, I chose a shirt over it. I didn't think I was going to get a shirt because it took us a while to get to our seats. I figured they were all gone. Turns out I just have 3 shirts now. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Nerdbird says value is spiked because they were the first ever. Future versions, I don't think will be that crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Top Shot Stream says, any guess what the Summer 21 Challenge request will consist of? Man, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I know we've putzed around with the idea of like maybe it's 40K moments of rookies who are playing in Summer League. Somebody said former Summer League MVPs, stuff like that, right? Stuff like that. I don't think they're going to make it too hard. I don't think they're going to make it too hard to get there because, I don't know, it's supposed to be a fun thing. A lot of people should be involved. You shouldn't have to spend a lot of money on something like this, I guess, is my point. Bobby says, any blackjack? No, man, no blackjack, but I did grind the 1-2 game at the MGM in No Limit Poker, and we ended the week plus 1,200. That's before the moment flips. So we paid for Vegas, and that was the point. Did you almost pay for your trip? Yeah, we bought 10 of each. You had to. Yeah, and once you saw, again, when you got there and you saw the line like wrapped around and hundreds of people being there, it was just so exciting. And it just, I don't know, it just drove home. We talked about this last night, but it drove home it reminded us of why we were excited about it in the first place and how early we were. And you were seeing new people sign up. I would say the majority of the people getting these moments it wasn't like the majority weren't new users, but we were seeing some new users. And I'm curious, I hope Top Shot puts out some numbers of like what the percentage was of new people who signed up. Cause I think that stuff would be fascinating, but there was definitely some buzz around it. It's pretty good. Yeah, we were in that moment too. We'll always remember that Killian Hayes moment, baby. We'll always remember. Yeah, we're still hoping for the game winners. Whew. Man, we love it. We love the gains. We love the gains. I see Brian Z up there. Who else? Collins BK. All right, here we go. You know what? Let's should we take a look at the market? We're 15 minutes in. We haven't even looked at stuff yet, guys. Come on. I'm a little nervous to share a screen just because of how garbage my my internet was last night. But there was a couple things I wanted to look at. Man, we get the whole Nico Mannion thing, which is wild, huh? Oh, Rodney, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. The Nico situation was pretty nuts. where he's just going back to Italy, right? So, and let me look at I want to look at his moment real quick over at Own the Moment, because I think something that's kind of fascinating about it is so many of, let's blow this up. Ooh, that's too much. So much of his moments have yet to be distributed. So I'll be very curious to see what happens with those, because I think it was only like 40% was in circulation here. Now, everybody calm down. This moment went, 50% in circulation. Lowest ask is 113. Wow, so it shot back up because I think it was down to like 88 earlier. So the Nico thing's weird, man. I get it. As a bottleneck perspective, I think people were excited about it. I don't know if people are thinking like, oh, it looks like he's actually going to be out of 2,000. So that makes it more rare. Yes, you saw this spike to 178, came back down to earth, and then picked up a little bit. I don't know. Why are we excited about this again? Like, okay, it's a potential low count, low mint of a player that's no longer in the NBA. I don't know. Outside of bottleneck purposes for team sets, that's it. That's the only thing that I could see that's exciting about it. Let me catch up here. Did Sawyer move to Italy? Not that we know of. Brian says, is Lucas Series 1 almost doubled? There we go. What's the zag right now? Series 1 yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good zag, Jonathan, zagging off of that. I don't know. What's another good zag? I think focusing on Series 2. Again, I don't want to just keep pumping the first mints bag, but I think checking out that most recent podcast with Veerman, and I don't want to recap it because I don't want to steal the thunder, but definitely go check that out. I think focusing on Series 2 is a pretty interesting zag, and not even necessarily rares. Like, I think there's a way to do it through commons. And, a deep threat, and Jeb have talked about it before, but the way Veerman broke it down, basing it on collector score, I just think it's pretty interesting. So I think it's worth the look. I'm still me personally, I think I'm still focusing on the Top Shot debuts, though. I think that's where I am. Artemis says flip the Nico for a KD 7,500. Yeah, see, that's the play, right? That's what we should be doing. Yeah. Oh, Lucas Sheriff up in here. We love to see it. Nitpick, but that new fandom button on OTM just for 3 moments bothers me so much. I didn't even see it. Where do you? I'm not even seeing it yet. Let me go back here. Let me go back. Oh, this one right here, summer of 21. It's 189 for all 3 of them right now. Bull down to 41, baby. Look at Killian Hayes still holding strong at 70. What do you think the score for the moments in Series 3 would be? I don't know. They compared it to potentially what we're seeing with the fandom moments right now, right? Because those are worth 2 points of collector score, I believe. So they were comparing it to that. But they also said, so it's 2 points per moment, but then it's a 10-point moment for challenge reward. So if you do the challenge for the summer fandom, it's worth 10 points, even though the individual moment is worth 2 points. In Series 2, what we saw, I think they were worth 10 points, and then the challenge reward was worth 15 or 20 or something like that. I believe it was like 1.5x, or maybe it was 2.5x. I can't remember exactly what it is. I should have looked it up. But this is what happens when you just answer questions from the chat. This is what happens. You're going to get bad information. But yeah, I think it's something to pay attention to. Again, I want to give Veerman and LG all the credit because this is where all that information came from. So don't make it seem like I'm taking that. Jeb's saying he'll come back to the NBA for sure. The Nico is an NFT that unlocks access to Sawyer's private Discord. Oh, man, I miss Sawyer. Get him back in here. Anything that Woj Shams tweet, people on Top Shot love reacting to it. They'll react to anything. It is true. It's going to come back down to earth unless people are just paying attention to it with like team stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Marvin Zagley. How about that? Zag Collins, also pretty good. Series 2 star players and stat leaders for fantasy. This is something to think about too. Like, as we, I got a cough. as we get closer to the regular season again, right? Or I guess what I should say is as we get further away from meaningful games that we've just experienced, the end of the season, the playoffs, the championship, we forget that the like moment ranks was a thing, the fantasy was a thing. That's only going to improve moving into next year. I'm sure we see like DraftKings and FanDuel get into the space somehow. Like we're going to see more daily fantasy, more season-long fantasy implications through this. So I think reminding ourselves that that's a thing is important when we think about utilities. This is a great point by JC Reviews here. Especially because, and again, this is Veerman's point, but like you can get some of these Series 2 stars for like $4. And then if we think that this collector score thing is going to matter, which Top Shot has told us it's going to matter, and then even if the floor goes from like 4 to 6, all of a sudden, we're getting a little bump. You know what I'm saying? A little bump. Ironically, Collins was a zag in college. There you go, Deep Threat. There we go. Jared says, do we think the fandom moments will go up at all when the challenge quest gets announced? Who knows, man? This is the thing, Jared. Anytime we think we figured out what the market's going to do based on something, we end up being incorrect, right? So if everyone's sitting here waiting to do that, then it's probably going to go down because they're going to see the price is going to go up and then everyone's going to be like, shit, I'm flipping right now, and then it's going to go back down. However, who knows? I think a lot of it will depend on the moment. It'll depend on the moment, most likely. That would be my guess. Because I'm going back and forth right now. I'm keeping one of each for sure, but I'm probably flipping the majority of them. Yeah, moment ranks and hardcore. Zag Levine, you got excellent zigzag Carusa. This is pretty good, guys. Pretty good stuff over here. We the People says I'm just sitting back, observing through the summer and waiting for running back. Then I'll jump back in at the start of the season. Yeah, I know. Well, so I know there was some speculation earlier, right? Because we're going to get some marketplace maintenance or whatever. If that means we're getting run it back soon or blah, blah, blah. I'm done trying to predict when that's happening. I'm telling you that right now. Best zag, Adam Morrison. How are you going to say that when our man Sabonis is in the league? Sabonis, baby. Another good point by CKM. Careful chasing the full team sets. New run it backs will be a problem. Stop and Pop screamed, all I know, I bought the LeBron playoff moment for $150. Until it gets back to that price, I will not solicit myself for moments ever again. That didn't affect Bandy at all. You see that? Nothing. He's out cold. I just screamed, out cold. All right, let's go back over to Own the Moment. Let's check some stuff. I want to check some more stuff out. Let's look at first of all, let's look at what's up and what's down. Look at this. I don't know where it's being pumped, but this is being pumped. The Hamidou Diallo. A Series 2 throwdown is going for $575. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Anytime you can get Hamidou Diallo for $575, you got to do it, right? You have to. Why? It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense not to get Diallo for $575 from the worst set that we had. Is that a new draft? What are you referring to? Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back full screen. Oh no, that's Shaq moment. I do think I have one. I don't know where you're seeing it though. I did get a new one. I don't know where you're seeing it though. Anyways, yeah, it is. I have a Rui as the most improved player next season. That way he battled Luka in the Olympics. There we go. That's a take. But anyways, yeah, don't go get Diallo. That's going to come back down. Also, Marcus Smart, conference semifinal. Sure. Okay. Zion, see, a player that makes sense. The Russell Series 1 throwdown and then Caruso. Oh, my goodness. Do I have to put my headphones back on, or is this something you're doing like work in the back, Greg? What's happening? All right, I'm going to put my headphones on. Does that mean you're coming on? Ooh, what's up, Greg?
Hey, I just wanted to announce I just picked up a Diallo based on what you said, and also shout out to our new Team Hold merch, these shirts.
Wait, did you?
I couldn't resist.
Wait, were you wearing it already?
No.
Honestly, we look like assistant coaches in we look at like assistant coaches for one of the college teams that like play in Hawaii.
At least you can rock it. I can't do polos. It just doesn't vibe with me. But you're right. We do look like assistant coaches.
We do. Yeah. And like if they were tucked into khakis right now.
Oh, they are. I went full.
Oh, man. Yeah, we look like youth pastors. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go, Greg. Are you going
already getting questions? No, I mean, if I had more, I tried to load it up. I couldn't even see what it was going for, but I already know it's out of my price range. It's a 1 of 1. It's an auction, so I'm already out.
Oh, it's 1 of 1.
I think so. I mean, it is from Candy and it's baseball, so that's intriguing. But yeah, 1 of 1. Oh, actually, no, there's an open edition version. I lied.
So Candy has so far done Lou Gehrig and then stadiums.
Stadiums, yeah.
Wow.
Here's all right. It says take a digital road trip with all 30 Major League stadiums. Bid for a VIP game day experience and collect all 30 stadiums for bonus perks, including first pitch, 2 tickets, stadium tour, player meet and greet, and limited edition framed S. Preston stadium print.
Wow.
I mean, oh, then this is the first in the series that goes all the way through September till early October. I mean, it is intriguing. Like that, I didn't look into it enough to see all this access that you get.
Utility is you get a piece of the stadium.
You get to rip a seat. Your choice of seat. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Again, it's probably out of my price range, but I'll look into what the open edition costs.
Yeah.
But open edition implies that they're just going to sell as many as they can, and it won't be capped, so there'll be no rarity at first.
Mial says there will be 30 stadiums in a master challenge. Which, you know what's funny about this comment, Mial? This could be true. Like, I don't know. That might be true.
Oh, that's 100% true. Or they'll do like AL, NL would be my guess.
The master challenge is for the Field of Dreams.
Yeah, which is tonight. This just became an unofficial plug for
really?
The Yankees and White Sox playing at 6 p.m. Eastern in the Field of Dreams.
Are they really? So they're like, there's no fence. It's just corn.
I think there's a fence, but there's no seats in the outfield. It's corn.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
and what's his name? Kevin Costner went last night and walked out on the field.
Cool.
I know.
Hey, you know what? This is
huge news in baseball.
Yeah, this is the problem with baseball right here. This is the problem with baseball. First of all, I'm finding out about this right now. Actually, the only indicator that I had for this is I follow Kevin Roth on Twitter, who's a fantasy sports weather guy, and he was talking about corn sweat and how like that actually impacts the humidity in the air a little bit, and the ball might carry like 0.5% more. So bet the over. Essentially, is the information that I got.
All right.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And now you tell me that's why. But this is what's wrong with baseball. Like Summer League, I just went and it was wild.
I wish I'd be at the Field of Dreams, baby, Iowa.
And in baseball, they're like, what if, you know what might get more people watching? What if we did it in a cornfield?
Reduce the attendance, but I mean, I want to at least peek at it, but yeah, it's really just going to be a baseball game.
I won't.
Anyway.
I knew that the WNBA championship game was today, and I did not know that there was a Field of Dreams game.
And Jonathan, you are correct. I need to freeze my spending for a little bit to make up for my poor decision on the Bundesliga packs yesterday.
I've almost, out of FOMO, purchased so many different NFTs and have been stopping myself. And I'm probably costing myself money, but I feel like I need to give someone else my money, and so that they can buy it for me. I think is what I need.
I think the Bundesliga will be profitable at some point, but it's a long, long road ahead, like longer than we're even used to. So
yeah,
that's the bummer.
We're early, Greg. We're early in the Bundesliga.
But is it fun if you're like 5 years early? No, it's not.
When you're peaking, you'll be ready though. You'll be ready to peak.
Anyway,
okay.
I'm getting out of here. I'm letting you get back to the NBA.
All right. Thanks for popping on, and good luck selling Bibles for the rest of the afternoon.
Appreciate it. I'm changing immediately for my next meeting.
See you
later.
All right, let's go back. So again, back to Diallo, whatever. We saw the challenge just end, right? So let's go look at the expired challenges. So we had the legendary finals one, right? Oh, did I pass it already? Where is it? Where you at, girl? What was it called? Where is it? Finals. No, it's conference finals. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Let's take a peek at this. Let's see where it's at. Also, Yachty up in here. Yeah, we do have Mac Jones debut tonight. My brain's not ready for football, guys. This is the thing. I used to be knee deep in football stuff at this point of the summer. And I think because we're doing a daily basketball show, I just don't have the bandwidth right now. Like, I made a daily fantasy baseball lineup for the first time today in like weeks. All right, so we had 73 completions. 73 completions of the Drew Holiday The Giannis is still at 7,300, which is pretty nuts. And then everything else, dipped aggressively. That makes sense. But 73 completions. Let's see. Did that hit the market yet? Let's see if that hit the market. Drew, let's buy it live, huh? Should we buy it live? I don't know if they've been given out yet. Oh my gosh. 9K is the floor so far. There's been a top sale 34. So look at this. 9. See, this is how you do it. Okay. This is how you list stuff right here. All right. Everybody paying attention when you get one of these moments. You saw one was sold for like 3,500. What are you doing? Leave it up to here at 9K, baby. 9K. All right. That's what we're talking about here. Oh, let's shout out Gonzo, baby. We met Gonzo at Summer League. It was the best. It was the best. I think that's something we should talk about too. Like, what's the next team hold event? All-Star game feels a little too on the nose. I mean, I guess I would still go to All-Star weekend. Where's the All-Star game this week with this year? Has that already been announced? Maybe that makes sense. Maybe that's the next one we go to. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, 9K. Shout out to the people who got this. Anybody in the chat get this moment? If you did get this moment in the chat, let me know because I'm curious what the thoughts are. All-Stars it is in Vegas. God, that's just so much Vegas. All right, let's go over to the sets. I want to check out Series 1 a little bit. I also need to cough again. Jimmy, I promise you it's not Sacramento, dude. I promise you. I also don't want to go to Cleveland, guys. This is not doing great. I feel like we should go to Chicago. Chicago would be fun. I love Chicago. All right, here we go. So summer 2021, we already talked about this. Is sitting at 187. Cool Cat's still sitting up at like 6,600, which I thought this was going to come down a little bit after the initial pump. It hasn't. It's still holding strong. So interesting. Throwdowns, we saw that, which again, so stupid. Seeing Stars Series 2 rookies up. They're up not too much. Well, 33% in the last week. It's at 4,700. Base set Series 2. So this is what I was wondering if we saw any movement in base Series 2. And it's a little bit green. 25% too in the last week, which is pretty good. Series 1 rookies, though. I wanted to check this out. Check it out. Okay, it is in Cleveland. All-Star 2020. All right. Okay, maybe I could do Cleveland. Nerdbird, though, I might just meet you out there. Depending when it is, though, because G-Dun himself is getting married in October, so it depends. Depends when it is, Nerdbird, but that's just like a hop and a skip for me to get down to Atlantic City. All right, let's go back over to Series 1. The rookies. Here we go. Ja Morant, 2,800. Zion, 24. Look at this now. So Zion has moved in. Zion, again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. The LeBron of Series 1 rookies here, even though he's not the most expensive, which actually that is kind of fascinating, right? So Ja Morant's Top Shot debut is 2,800. Then Zion's is at 2,460. Then look at this massive drop-off, though. Massive drop-off. Zion, 640. Zion, 545. Michael Porter Jr., now more expensive than RJ Barrett, 480. RJ Barrett, 475. Then the next Ja moment is 325. So it's just interesting to me. And I guess you could make the argument that, all right, we figured it out. This Ja is out of 3,100, right? And then this Zion is 1,600, 1,500. So I guess it makes sense that one's a little bit more rare. And then because Terrence Davis and Jarrell Brantley, those dudes are bottlenecks, you're seeing a little bit more of that horse shit for them to be that more expensive. And then you see like Thibault. Kevin Porter Jr. back down to 169. We saw this bad boy pump all the way to 190. Get it back up. Get the KPJ back up. It's the KPJ pump hour. Jonathan Rosales says, I was just working out with Jeremiah from OKC and Shandi from the Lakers in Chicago, both just drafted. All right. Jonathan, we call that a flex. Pretty good, right? All right, 2-3 is pretty aggressive right here. Pretty aggressive comment. All right. And then you got to look at the Bol Bol, the Lou Dortz. Like, hey, guys, Lou Dort should be more expensive than Terrence Davis and Jarrell Brantley. So I'm just going to say that right now. But yeah, so that's so interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. For the most part, I mean, I don't know. How are we feeling about the last like week or so? I know this is the first marketplace since I bought stuff and everything went nuts, right? And again, I feel like I got very lucky with the timing of when I purchased stuff, because I don't think my brain wasn't like everything's about to pop off, time to buy. But scooping the Tatum Top Shot debut, the Jokic Top Shot debut, and then the SGA, I think those are the three. Might have got one more. I can't remember. But to getting those three, not Chris Paul. But anyways, get those three, right? And then we saw everything like pumped, which was pretty exciting. Now, are we of the mindset that this is temporary? We're going to go right back down to where we were. There we go. Flex Rosales is pretty good. Artemis, shout it out. Are we of the mindset that we think this is going back to where it was? Or do we think this has some more long-term longevity right there? Oh my God, here's We the People. We the People hasn't had the opportunity to troll for like a full ass week. We the People, who'd you stack today for the afternoon baseball? Need to know. Rodney says where first to spend some summer cash. Fandom series versus run it back. What say you? Rodney, this is a no-brainer. It's run it back. I'm spending my money on run it back. Not the fandom ones. Like, especially if you think if that's a 1-to-1 for how much that's gonna spend, you go get the run it back. ATL in Tampa Bay. Interesting, We the People. Well, I did a homer stack of Boston and Baltimore. So let's see how that goes. I was enjoying buying low, happy to see the increase, but wasn't done buying. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? We got to just adjust on the fly when things like that happen. So I'm with you too. I mean, I'm still scouting some stuff, especially because we were able to accumulate some more Dapper. But I think right now it's important to just pay attention to the market. I mean, it's always important to pay attention to the market, but I think right now, especially because if we do see it continue to trend up, right? We saw the initial pump, then we saw it slow down a little bit. But if we still see it go, because I mean, it's been pretty steady. It's been pretty balanced for the last couple of days. If we're going to continue to ride right there, I don't know. I think I might want to continue to buy. And then again, not financial advice, blah, blah, blah. If we see it start to dip a little bit, then I'm probably pumping the brakes and holding to hopefully find some more stuff. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm still paying attention because I was able to secure a little bit more Dapper from all those summertime moments. I think I want to be out there. I want to be ready. To snatch. But this is the question I had. So do I buy? Because I've been looking at like Dame's Top Shot debut, Booker's Top Shot debut. Actually, you know what? Let's do whatever. We're going to focus on me right now. All right. So if I don't flip anything else, right? If I don't flip anything else right now, I have like 1K in Dapper. Let's say that. Okay. So what would you do here? Because, we talked about the whole collector score thing, right? And maybe taking a peek at just like scooping up more like $4 or $5 stars to bump up my collector score. Sorry, I got a cough again. Right? So do we do that? Or this is the options. These are the options, right? So we spend $500, roughly $500 on a moment, and then the other $500 to build up collector score. Or we buy one sick ass moment, or we just focus on the collector score. Basically 3 options. But here's the other thing I would tell you. And this was the conundrum. How high do we think, before we share screen, I get some more. How high do we think this collector score needs to get, right? So say you're someone, because this isn't really where I'm at yet, but say you're someone who has a collector score of 12,000. All right. Say you're at 12,000. How important is it for you to continue to fire up that collector score? Like, how high does that need to get? Because, right, what we've seen 15,000, I think, what was it? 12,500, 13,000, whatever it was for the last legendary drop. Do you think you need to be in the 20K range? Do you think that continues to go up, or do they keep it down where it is right now? Like, is this roughly where it's going to be? Because then it like helps figure this out a little bit, right? Because if it's going to continue to go up, then yeah, you got to keep building. If you think it stabilizes here, the argument for continuing to build it up, and I want to give Jeb credit for this because he's the one who pointed this out. Like, say say you need 12,000 and you have a collector score of 12,500. Awesome. You made it, but you can't continue. You can't flip stuff when you get close, right? You have to hold. If you do continue to build up when you get to 20,000 and then you see the whole floor come up because everyone's trying to boost their collector score, then you can start flipping, right? So I don't know. It's just math, right? We're just playing the math game right now and figuring out what to do here. What say you? I'm seeing RA Superstar says buy 8 PJ Top Shot debuts and let's all move the floor at least a 1 or 2. I'm sorry, did somebody say PJ?
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Anyways, a lot of poor PJ, by the way, poor one out for PJ. A lot of differing opinions, right? So collector score will likely go up at top end by about 5K per season. It has to be reachable for the newbies. It has to keep going up. The percentage of the users are the same. CKM again, hammering the same drum, saying running back will destroy those full team sets. Waiting for tickets. Also, Beamer, shout him out. He's here. Yeah, I'm with you, Borland. I'm curious about that too. But yeah, so right, there's a lot of stuff to think about. Okay, let's go back. Let's back to it. Also, Caesar, what up? Also, hey, just a reminder, if you're seeing some of the badges and stickers and emojis being used and you're like, wow, those are pretty sick. How do I get one of those? Join now, right? Hit that little button that says join now. It's $1.99. It comes to Team Hold, it helps support us while we're getting everything off the ground to do more cool stuff. Also gets you into the VIPJ Discord for giveaways and shit. It's a lot of fun stuff in there, all right? Anyways, here's the chunks that says if you're going to draw new users, running back is the shit, but new users are not going 20K and collector score, no way. See? So anyways, there's a lot of back and forth on this, right? I think there's a lot of different opinions. Now let's get back to seeing what do we do? Do we spend $1,000 on a moment? Oh yeah, per month. Sorry, Neil. It's per month. $1.99 per month if this is your first time joining, okay? So that's like you're donating a Mason Plumlee a month is essentially what you're doing, okay? All right, here we go. Let's go back to it. So let me know, what do you think? Here we go. So for 1K, we see a Jimmy Butler finals moment. Man, I got another cough coming. I apologize. Look at G Dunn pumping it right here too. More emojis to come. I got to tell you, I'm not interested in a lot of this stuff. I almost want to hit common because even though that doesn't help my collector score the most, it's the stuff I'm more excited about. But you got a Bam 1,000, Bradley Beal 1,000 for his metallic gold. I don't know, Gordon Hayward hollow, Tim Hardaway Jr. hollow, Karl Anthony Towns hollow. Nah, I don't really like any of these. Vince Carter is at 989. Oh man, is my Wi-Fi being garbage again? All right, let me catch up on. That's less than a fancy donut per month. There we go, Neil. That's the right way to put it. That's the right way to put it, Neil. Oof, yeah, Rick Souls. Okay, I apologize, Rick. With $3 to $5 stars, you're buying them at their absolute floor versus buying Series 1 Top Shot debuts that have pumped. Okay. That's a take, Rocket Silas. Kyle Grasso says, I feel like the low collector score for the fandom moments is because they don't want to give too much of a collect. Yeah, absolutely right, Kyle. Absolutely. Oh my God. Look at the first minute up in here. Also, listen, first minute, if you just got here, all I've been doing for the last 24 hours, both on our show last night and today, that last episode with Veerman, that was great. It got me. I just love the back and forth. That was excellent. It was excellent. Great stuff. Look at us, guys. Look at us. Everybody's so friendly. All right, let's go back. Are you going for the Dame Lillard debut because you are now off of him leaving and now think he's staying in Portland? No, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. See, like, I just don't. This stuff doesn't get me as excited, I guess. Like Jeremy Grant, no. A run it back. We could get Boogie's run it back, then go collect the Kings, right? LaMelo's up to 935. I tell you what, I'm not getting this now. This might be wrong, but I'm not getting this now. Oh, guys, Martin. Welcome back, Martin. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know, man. The LaMelo moment. This is what I'm saying. There's nothing that's speaking to me at this point. Sean Marion's run it back. This is the other thing. Like living in New York, I think I'm supposed to collect, like if you're gonna get a team set, right? You want to try to get the Celtics are my team, right? So I should go after the Celtics or like the Knicks or the Nets. But I don't know. Guys, I don't know. This is hard. Shout out Rick Souls right here. This is how we do it. Rick Souls, Rick Souls, Rick Souls. This is what I'm going to do every time. Every time someone joins, we're going to do a Rick Souls chant, all right? I bought the LaMelo 4K at 500. Yeah, if it was 500, I might go get it right now. I don't think I'm doing it at 900. I don't think that's what I'm doing. Stock up on THC while you can. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, man. Edwards. I almost bought Edwards and then went to SGA instead. Yeah, I don't know. I hope. Oh, nice try, Greg. It's not happening. God, my Wi-Fi sucks. Am I still frozen? Let it go. We're back. I think we're back. God, this is so frustrating. Hey, StreamYard. I swear to God, StreamYard, I'm so close to pivoting. Does anyone run a streaming service? ESPN Plus, where you at? Come get us. ESPN Plus. Sponsor us, you cowards. We're ready for big time, okay? StreamYard can't hold us anymore. We need to be held by a kinder, gentler person. You know what? I don't want ESPN either. Look, they know I'm trashing them. My Wi-Fi got bad again. Yeah, this is garbage, StreamYard. You got to do better. All right? I'm going to start streaming from my phone. All right. I'm back. The Ocho. Bring us to the Ocho. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it'll pay off. This might be a hot take, but I'd rather just buy a bunch of LaMelo 40Ks instead of that 4K moment. Kyle, that's an interesting point. I think I disagree. I don't hate it though. I don't disagree by a lot. Like I'm not upset at you. But I think I would rather have the 4K moment just because there's 4K instead of 40K. 40K is a lot of moments. Nerdbird says, I love that the only time the Wi-Fi worked is for the door report. I know. I don't know what's happening. Like it's infuriating. Thank you, Caleb. All of New York State has horrible internet. I'm on the other side of the state in the same situation. But I feel like this is a new thing. This is like in the last week or so, it's gotten really bad. 4K or Rising Star Mellow. Now, Brian, that's a question. The Rising Star one speaks to me a little bit more. I just think that moment's better. It's out of less. It's from his rookie year. It's close, man. It's close. The idea for the 4K, right, is that it is the very first moment. So, Adrian, are you messing with me right now, Adrian? This theta talk? Are you just trying to get me to talk about my poker NFTs? Is that what's happening? God, I can't believe how bad this Wi-Fi is. Hold on. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. See if that gets it a little bit better. Yeah, I can't. Is theta really a streaming service? That would be a new thing. I would learn that. That would be new for me. Oh, my God. I'm about to fight. I know. It's bad. Trey Top Shot debut. Hey, 2-3, this is a good one. I do like the Trey Top Shot debut. I already have it. I do already have that one, but I like that moment. We're on Twitch, Caleb. We're on Twitch. But we're using StreamYard through Twitch. Like we're on Twitch under Top Shot Takes. Watercolor Mike. I know. Oh, yeah, I know. All right, guys. Yeah, guys, trust me. I've tried all this shit. I've tried it all. Theta isn't too bad. Twitch might be the better way unless it's your personal Wi-Fi. No, it's got to be. So StreamYard will say it's my personal Wi-Fi, but it's not my personal Wi-Fi. We've already done this. Anyways, okay, I'm done yelling. So to go back to the original point, this is what I have found. There's not really any, I can't believe I'm saying this, but in the 1K to 500 range, the only moment that actually sticks out to me as something that I would want is the Vince Carter. That's the, oh my God, I'm like completely frozen. It said I was better too, but it's the, Vince Carter is the only one. That's the only one that like really excites me. And so when that's the case, that makes me think I got to go back down, right? I got to go back down to, because like here's some other options. LaMelo Rising Stars we talked about. Russell Westbrook's Top Shot debut, which is out of 1,000, but I'm pretty sure Russell Westbrook still has a lot to guys, a lot of suggestions. Where is it? But Russell Westbrook still has a lot in circulate that we need to get from PAX. Jason Tatum, which we already got last week, 79. What else is here? I'm getting the bars again, and I'm ready to chuck the computer. Oh my God. Look at this. This is incredible. I look like I just took a hit. This is wild. This is so bad. Let me see something real quick. Oh, yeah. Screenshot that face. LOL. LOL, guys. All right. Are we back? Are we back? Nope. It's still pretty bad. You can see I'm sharing comments. This is wild. I feel like Happy Gilmore right now. Here comes the putter throw. Yeah. Still in beta. I'm gonna start stacking those Schroeder moments. All right. Do we think we're back? I think you can at least see me. You know what's so funny, we the people? I actually just did check because at one point I connected to our upstairs neighbor's Wi-Fi when the power went out for Verizon, but not for Spotify, for Optimum. Guys, you know what I think? I think we're gonna. I know everyone's telling me to close the route. Guys, I promise we've gone down this road. We've gone down this road, but here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna wrap here because this is a shit show, and we're gonna figure it out for tomorrow. But here's what I'm gonna say: tomorrow, this is what we have. 3:30, we're back here for Fresh Take Fridays. We're gonna be doing moment giveaways. We're gonna be doing some trivia. We're gonna have some fresh takes. You already know. Join the VIP. Join the Discord. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Sharing Wi-Fi with Andy and Karain. Yeah, Karain, hit me up for your Wi-Fi, please. All right, guys, we'll be back. We'll do this again. We'll do it again tomorrow. I hope everybody has just a lovely day, just like an absolutely lovely day. And as the newest New York Knick, I believe, Dwayne Bacon, he'll play us out.